Hey, it's Genuel and welcome to my channel, Live Enjoy. Right now, I'm just getting ready to warm my bike up, get a few practice runs in the parking lot to make sure my brakes are good, to make sure I can see out of my rearview mirror, I can remember the coordination between the friction zone, throttle, braking, and just kind of cover my bases in a small contained area. Look at that. There's enough fuel in there. So that's good. The tires, they're looking all right. There's no cracks. There's no nails that I can see so far. I really didn't go anywhere. Noticing that I'm definitely not smooth in the friction zone. I'm not smooth still in gear shifting, braking, starting up again. So it's just very clunky. So I'm gonna just keep working on being a little bit smoother in the friction zone, changing the shifting gears, stopping, braking, turning. It feels a little wobbly. So it's just, just getting reacquainted. Here, I'm just counting my steps and placing the cones about 10 feet apart. I'm going across and then 20 feet down. You can do so many drills with this simple setup. I'll be working on turning, U-turns, friction zone, and moving slowly in a small area, kind of mimicking what will happen if you're in traffic and things of that nature. I learned all of this from watching Dan the Fireman, and I'll link his video in the description. So if you want to try some of your own drills or just kind of get more in depth with it, you can definitely reference it there. That's the best source so far. I also used some pine cones as my starting point because I ran out of cones. You need about 10. I only had 6, so I had to use what I had available. I'm starting out pretty slow, just kind of getting used to turning, looking, getting through the cones, coming up with the actual route that I'll take to keep practicing. I pretty much just kind of drove through and through and, kept turning, kept practicing the turns. It's pretty fun. Prioritizing learning these skills so that it becomes second nature when I'm riding. I imagine that there's so many unpredictable scenarios where riding slowly or speeding up really fast and then slowing down all of a sudden will happen when I'm out on the streets. And because I'm a beginner, I'm gonna take the time, maybe even an additional course, to lock in on these techniques and automatic reflexes that's needed to stay as safe as I can. Practice is something that is within my control. Going slowly to master these skills that will help me when I'm going top speed is my primary goal right now. So you're just going to see me going slow. For this last part, I'm just going to be practicing like stopping suddenly and going and like stop, go, stop, go. In traffic, that's something that you'll be doing. So I want to stop, go, kind of pick up speed and have to stop, and then maybe do some swerve practice too. Have so much to work on and getting a better course, because I don't know if this was good. Pretty much day one of practice on my baby. Some of the challenges I'm facing right now is just not having that feedback. So I'm glad to be posting this because I'm hoping that as I get into the community, people have feedback and tips and things. But I felt good about my turning. However, my foot came down several times when I had to turn or make a U-turn. I had it's just this weird feeling when I clutch, which means like I'm cutting off the power to the back tire, and then I try to give the power back. It just goes really slow for like a period of a couple seconds, and then it picks back up. So I wonder if I'm going too fast with releasing and stopping the clutch. So that's something I have to really kind of figure out with this bike and get comfortable with. Was only going fast enough to shift between the second and first gear, but third, fourth, fifth, if I were to go faster, it's just so so clunky still. Like it's still a little clunky. So day one of my drills and practices, I'm gonna do this for a while because I feel like this is a slow grind and it's so important to master certain things and like the tiny things that you don't think. It's not just you get on the bike and you just start riding really fast. You should take your time and practice your turns and swerving and preparing for traffic and preparing to go slow and things that you won't be able to account for all the time. Try your best to prepare for whatever will come, and know your bike and know your movements and know your strength and know what you're capable of, like in the small controlled settings, and then get out into the streets and really take it up a notch when you're ready. Right now, I'm not ready. I need to take my time. I need to get acquainted with my bike and continue to figure out what I need to be doing to make sure I'm more masterful, so that when I do get out there, I'll feel more confident and I'll be more confident and things will be okay. So it's, it's a risk with everything you do. I just want to share some of the progress right now. If you want to follow me on my motorcycle journey and just living in joy, go ahead and subscribe. You're so welcome, and I'm so happy if you do subscribe. I do want to build community around just getting out of your comfort zone, believing in yourself, bringing up your self-esteem, trying things that are different, and just living a life full of joy and things,
doing things that you do enjoy. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe and join me, and I'll see you in the next video.